Are you ready to finally break free from the struggle, from feeling stuck, and from the endless cycle of waiting for change to happen on its own? Let me tell you something. Today is your turning point. Today marks the beginning of something powerful. You're here because you're ready to create change, not wait for it. And I'm going to show you how. This isn't some quick fix, no empty promises. This is about real, actionable steps that will transform your life. I'm talking about a shift that happens over the course of just 30 days, a short time to make a long-lasting difference. No more excuses, no more waiting. The next 30 days will show you what you're truly capable of. This is the blueprint for making real progress in your life. The road ahead is simple, it's doable, and it's powerful. Stick with me and follow this step-by-step challenge, because by the end of these 30 days, you'll look back and be amazed at how much you've grown. The magic starts right now. Are you ready? Let's dive in and change everything. What could you achieve in just 30 days if you committed fully? Imagine taking just 1 month to focus your energy and efforts on something that really matters. 1 month to make meaningful progress, to break old habits, to learn something new, or to finally reach a goal you've been putting off for far too long. In 30 days, you can create a shift in your life that could have a lasting impact. You might not solve everything in 30 days, but you will lay the foundation for something far bigger than you can imagine. The science behind habit formation shows us that it takes on average about 21 to 30 days to start seeing real change. That's because your brain is capable of rewiring itself in that time when you focus on one consistent action. When you repeat something long enough, your brain starts to make it automatic. Think about learning to drive a car. At first, you had to concentrate on every movement, but over time, it became second nature. The same can happen with any habit. If you put in the effort for just 30 days, you're setting yourself up to make that action a permanent part of your routine. Now, why is 30 days such a perfect time frame for transformation? It's manageable. It's not too long that you'll feel overwhelmed, but it's enough time to build real, lasting habits. A month is just long enough to experience a meaningful shift without feeling like it's an impossible task. And here's the key. When you focus on just one area for 30 days, you're creating a focused effort that will lead to change. Consider real-life success stories of people who've committed to this simple challenge. Take the person who decided to exercise for just 30 minutes every day for a month. At the end, they had not only transformed their physical health, but also their mental strength. Or the individual who spent 30 minutes a day learning a new skill. They didn't master it in 30 days, but they built the foundation for something bigger. The people who stick with it for 30 days, who push through the discomfort and the temptation to quit, are the ones who see real results. These transformations don't just happen by accident, they happen because of focused effort and consistent action. Here's what I want you to do right now. Set one clear, measurable goal for the next 30 days. Don't try to change everything. Choose something that matters to you, something you can control and improve. Whether it's working out, learning a new skill, reading every day, or even just committing to waking up earlier, make it something that at the end of 30 days you can look back on and say, I did that. I stuck with it, and it changed me. Focus on that one thing and watch how over time it starts to snowball into bigger, more powerful changes in your life. Because when you fully commit, 30 days is all it takes to begin your transformation. Let me ask you something. What's really holding you back from taking action right now? You know exactly what you need to do, don't you? But still, you hesitate. Something inside you says, not yet, or I'm not ready. But what if I told you that it's not about having everything figured out or waiting for the perfect moment? It's about shifting the way you see the world and yourself. It's about changing your mindset. That's the difference between those who make it and those who stay stuck. Now, if you've been stuck in a fixed mindset, I get it. It's the mindset that tells you this is just who I am, or I've always been this way and I can't change. That's the mindset that holds people in place. But what if you could shift to a growth mindset, a mindset that sees every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow? This is the key to unlocking your potential. The moment you embrace the idea that you can improve, that you can adapt and change, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Your growth is not limited by your past experiences or current skills. It's about what you decide to do today. You may feel like fear and self-doubt are blocking your path. I've been there and I know how it feels to question yourself. But here's the truth. Self-doubt and fear aren't obstacles. They're signs that you're about to step into new territory. So how do you tackle them? It starts with small, daily actions. Every day, commit to one small step forward. It doesn't matter how tiny it seems. Taking that step despite the fear is how you break through. Every time you push through that discomfort, you're building resilience. You're proving to yourself that you're capable, that you can handle more than you think. Now here's something that can help keep you focused and motivated: visualization. You've heard it before, but have you practiced it? Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's seeing your success in vivid detail before it happens. Picture yourself achieving that goal. Imagine what it feels like to cross that finish line, to reach that point of success. Picture the small steps that will get you there, and feel the emotions of those moments. When you visualize your success, you reinforce your belief that it's possible. You create a mental image of what's coming, and it makes the journey feel real. The more real it feels, the more driven you become to make it happen. One powerful tool in changing your mindset is affirmations. What you say to yourself matters more than you think. If you've spent years telling yourself that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed, it's time to reprogram that inner dialogue. Your mind believes what you tell it, so why not make those words work for you? Each day, choose an affirmation that speaks to your goals. I am capable of achieving greatness. I have the power to change my life. These aren't just words, they're powerful commands to your brain, telling it that you are in control. When you speak to yourself in this way, you start to believe it. And when you believe it, you act on it. Let me tell you a story. Imagine you're holding a camera, looking at your life through a lens. If that lens is dirty or cracked, everything you see will be distorted. The same goes for your mindset. If your lens is clouded with negativity, doubt, and fear, that's how you'll see the world. But when you clean that lens, when you shift your perspective to one of positivity, growth, and possibility, the whole world looks different. Suddenly you see opportunity where you once saw obstacles. You see potential where you once saw limits. That's the power of changing your mindset. You change the lens, and you change your life. Now here's something simple you can do right now. Start each day with a positive affirmation. As soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, say something that sets the tone for your day. Today is the day I take one step closer to my goal. I am in control of my choices. I have everything I need to succeed. This small act of starting your day on a positive note can have a huge impact on how you approach everything that comes your way. It aligns your mind with your purpose and keeps you moving forward. It's not about the grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent changes you make every day. The 30-day challenge is your starting point. You've already taken the first step by deciding to commit to something for 30 days. But now, as you move forward, you need to build the right mindset to carry you through. You need to believe that you can grow, that you can overcome, and that every small step counts. With the right mindset, the right actions, and the right focus, you're unstoppable. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep taking those small steps. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. What if I told you that 15 minutes a day could change everything for you? Just 15 minutes. You might be thinking, how could that possibly make a difference? But let me explain. You don't need hours of effort, big changes, or dramatic moves. What you need is consistency, a commitment to show up every day, no matter how small the action may seem. When you focus on small, meaningful actions, those actions compound over time and lead to results that will astonish you. You see, success doesn't come from doing something huge once in a while. It comes from showing up every day. Those 15 minutes you dedicate daily to your goal might seem insignificant now, but when you do them over and over again, you start building momentum. It's not the size of the action that matters, it's the consistency. One step at a time, and you're on your way. Think about it. Small actions, repeated daily, create a ripple effect that spreads out and transforms your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. Let me share an example. There's a man who decided to spend just 15 minutes a day learning a new language. It didn't sound like much at first, just a few minutes each day, but he stuck with it. He didn't get frustrated on days when progress was slow. He didn't quit when he didn't see instant results. He just kept going. Over time, those 15 minutes added up. He didn't just learn a language, he became fluent. He spoke with people from different cultures, opened doors for career opportunities, and expanded his horizons in ways he never thought possible. It wasn't magic, it was small, consistent actions. The truth is, this is how everything works. The compound effect, this is what makes all the difference. Small, consistent actions compound over time and create big results. Think about it this way. If you drop a pebble into a pond, at first you only see a small ripple. But if you keep dropping pebbles into that pond, the ripples multiply. Eventually you'll see the entire surface of the pond moving, affected by those small, consistent drops. Your life works the same way. Every small habit you build, every 15-minute chunk of focused effort, creates a ripple effect that grows bigger and bigger the longer you keep at it. Imagine your habits as the roots of a tree. A tree starts with small, hidden roots beneath the surface. But over time, as those roots grow deeper and wider, they support the trunk and branches that rise higher and higher. Your habits are the roots that support the growth of your success. If you neglect your habits, you limit your potential, like a tree with weak roots that struggles to stand tall. But if you nurture those habits, even in small ways, they support the growth of something massive. The higher you go, the more you'll realize that those small roots, the things you do every single day, were the foundation of everything. Now here's the actionable tip. Choose one habit to start right now. Just one. Maybe it's reading for 15 minutes a day. Maybe it's exercising for 15 minutes a day. Whatever it is, commit to it for the next 30 days. Track your progress every single day. Write it down. Keep yourself accountable. Don't skip a day, even if you feel tired or it feels like nothing is happening. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. The magic happens over time, not overnight. So let me ask you again, what if just 15 minutes a day could change everything? It's not a question, it's a challenge. Are you ready to take that first step? Because when you do, you'll realize that these small actions, these small daily commitments, are the key to unlocking the life you want. Start today, and in 30 days, you'll look back and see how far you've come. It's time to build your roots. It's time to grow. You've probably felt it before. The hesitation, the resistance, that nagging voice that says, maybe tomorrow, or I'm not ready yet. What's your excuse for not starting today? Is it fear, doubt, a lack of time? We've all been there. But let me be clear with you. The only thing standing between you and your success is the resistance you create in your own mind. And that resistance, it's all in your control. If you want to make real progress, you have to push through that resistance. You have to show up even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That's the price of success. So how do we beat this resistance? It starts with discipline. Discipline is the foundation that supports everything else. It's the ability to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. The most successful people aren't the ones who have it easy. They're the ones who've mastered the art of showing up, day after day, despite the resistance they face. They understand that success is a result of consistent effort, not bursts of motivation. And here's a powerful secret: routines. Routine is what helps you stay on track when you don't feel like it. It's the system that keeps you moving forward when your mind tries to pull you back into comfort. When you build a routine that supports your goals, you make success inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're feeling lazy or tired or distracted. Your routine will carry you through those moments. It doesn't leave room for excuses. But here's the thing: discipline doesn't have to feel overwhelming. You don't need to go all in right away. Instead, start small. Let me introduce you to the 2-minute rule. This is a game changer. The rule is simple. If something takes 2 minutes or less, do it right now. And when you start with something small, something that seems easy, it creates momentum. Just 2 minutes of effort to get started is enough to push you into action. The hardest part is always starting, but once you do, the momentum will take over, and suddenly you're not just doing 2 minutes, you're doing 10, 20, maybe even more. And let's talk about accountability for a second. This is a powerful tool for pushing through resistance. When you tell someone else about your goal, you've now got someone holding you accountable. They'll check in, they'll ask how you're doing, and you'll feel the pressure to keep going. This isn't about shame or judgment. It's about knowing that you're not in this alone. It's about having a support system that will lift you when you're struggling and push you when you feel like quitting. Imagine resistance as a weight. Every time you ignore it, every time you delay, it gets heavier. It starts to weigh you down, to hold you back. But here's the thing: resistance can be beaten. Just like lifting weights, you can push against it. The more you push, the stronger you get, and eventually it stops weighing you down. You become unstoppable. If you let the weight sit there and avoid it, you'll be buried by it. It will crush you under its weight. But if you push against it every day, little by little, you will conquer it. Now here's the actionable tip: minimize distractions. Focus on just one small habit, just one. That's it. Don't overwhelm yourself with 100 things to do. Choose one habit that will push you forward. Maybe it's writing for 10 minutes a day. Maybe it's taking a walk each morning. Whatever it is, make it simple, and don't allow distractions to pull you away. Keep your phone in another room, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, or set a timer. Make that one habit your focus and give it your full attention. So, what's your excuse now? What's stopping you from starting today? You've got all the tools you need to push through resistance. Discipline, routine, small wins, accountability. The power is in your hands. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to align. The perfect time is now. The time to start is right here, right now. If you don't start today, you'll keep facing the same resistance tomorrow. But if you push through today, tomorrow gets easier, and the day after that, even easier. So what will it be? Will you push against the weight or let it bury you? The choice is yours. Take action today, push through, stay focused, and watch how those small daily commitments add up to a life that's stronger, more fulfilling, and unstoppable. The only thing holding you back is you. So let's break through it, starting right now. Have you ever found yourself focusing only on what's left to do instead of celebrating how far you've come? It's easy to get caught up in the endless to-do list, always pushing forward, always chasing that next goal. But here's the truth: if you don't take a moment to recognize the progress you've already made, you'll never truly appreciate how far you've come. Today we're going to talk about something that can completely change the way you approach your goals: tracking your progress and celebrating the small wins along the way. Tracking progress isn't just about keeping tabs on your to-do list. It's about building momentum, staying motivated, and shifting your focus to what's working, not just what's left to be done. If you're always looking at the mountain ahead of you, you'll never appreciate the ground you've already covered. It's time to start acknowledging the wins, no matter how small. That's how you keep your energy up. That's how you build real, lasting success. So why is tracking daily progress so powerful? Because it gives you a constant reminder that you're moving forward. You don't need to wait for huge milestones to feel good about your journey. Progress is progress, no matter the size. The more you track your actions, the more you can see how each small step leads to bigger results. You might think those little efforts don't matter, but they absolutely do. When you're in the thick of working toward a big goal, it's easy to feel like you're not making any headway. But if you take a step back and look at how far you've come, you'll see that you've already made significant progress. That's the power of tracking your actions. There are countless tools to help you stay on track. You can use journaling, apps, or visual trackers to monitor your progress. Journaling is a great way to reflect on your day and document your thoughts and feelings. It's not just about writing down what you did, it's about capturing the emotional journey too. When you journal consistently, you begin to see patterns, challenges you've overcome, and areas where you can improve. It's an incredibly powerful tool for self-reflection. If journaling isn't your thing, there are plenty of apps designed to help you track your progress. From habit trackers to to-do lists to productivity apps, there's something for everyone. The great thing about apps is that they provide a visual representation of your progress. You can see how many days you've stuck with a habit or how much time you've spent on a specific task. The act of seeing your progress laid out in front of you can be incredibly motivating, especially on those days when you feel like nothing is moving forward. Visual trackers, whether they're simple charts or graphs, also provide a quick and easy way to track your progress. For example, you could create a chart that shows how many pages you've read in a book or how many workouts you've completed this month. Each time you fill in a box or add a mark to your tracker, you're reinforcing the idea that you're moving forward. It's a small action, but it packs a big punch when it comes to motivation. But here's the real game changer: taking time to regularly reflect on your journey. How often do you check in with yourself? How often do you pause and ask, what have I learned? What have I accomplished? It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, but taking a moment to reflect on your journey is crucial to keeping your energy high. When you look back at where you started and see how far you've come, it fuels your determination to keep going. Those small wins you've collected along the way, they add up. Reflection isn't just about looking at the big picture, it's about appreciating each step you've taken. Maybe you didn't hit your goal today, but did you do something that moved you closer? Maybe you didn't write 10 pages, but you wrote 100 words. Maybe you didn't run 5 miles, but you ran one. Those are all wins, and those wins matter. Staying energized and motivated throughout your journey requires you to recognize those small wins. Celebrating doesn't mean throwing a party every time you finish a task, but it does mean acknowledging the effort it took to get there. It means giving yourself credit for every step you take, no matter how small it may seem, because each step, each effort is a piece of the bigger picture. Here's an actionable tip. Start a daily journal or use an app to track your progress. Write down what you accomplished each day, even if it feels like a tiny step. Whether you've made progress toward a goal or simply stuck to a new habit, acknowledge it. Recognize the small wins. Over time, you'll start to see patterns. You'll start to see how consistent action builds momentum. And that momentum, it's powerful. It will carry you through the days when you feel stuck or when the goal feels too far away. Now here's an actionable tip. Find an accountability partner or share your challenge on social media. If you're working toward a personal goal, whether it's fitness, writing a book, or starting a business, find someone who will check in with you regularly. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a colleague. Let them know what you're working toward and make a commitment to update them on your progress. The simple act of sharing your goal with someone can make all the difference. If you're more comfortable sharing publicly, use social media to announce your challenge. Make it known to your followers, your friends, your network. When you do that, you're not just setting a goal, you're setting a promise to others that you're going to follow through. So the next time you find yourself struggling, wondering if you can make it, ask yourself this: how much more powerful could I be with someone holding me accountable? It could be the difference between staying stuck or moving forward. Find your accountability partner, share your journey, and let the power of accountability drive you towards success. Have you ever felt like you're on the verge of something great, only to have everything fall apart? You put in the work, made plans, and set your goals, but things didn't go as expected. Suddenly you're left wondering, what now? What do you do when your plans get derailed? The truth is, everyone faces setbacks. It doesn't matter how hard you try or how well you prepare, things will go wrong. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they respond to these moments. Today I'm going to show you how to overcome setbacks, how to bounce back stronger than ever, and how to turn failure into fuel for your future. What will you do when things don't go as planned? The answer is simple: keep going. It's easy to get discouraged when things fall apart, You might feel like giving up or that your hard work wasn't worth it. But let me tell you something, setbacks are part of the journey. They are not a sign that you're on the wrong path. They are just obstacles, challenges that will only make you stronger if you let them. Life is full of bumps in the road, but the key is to keep moving forward. No matter how many times you fall, you've got to rise again. Embrace setbacks as a natural part of the journey. Every time something goes wrong, it's not a failure, it's a lesson. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to get better. When things don't go according to plan, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is this challenge teaching me? Failure is not a wall that stops you, it's a bridge that leads you to your next step. The truth is, setbacks don't mean that you failed, they just mean you're on the path to something better. Failure is feedback. It's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. When you fail, you get an honest look at what doesn't work, and that is one of the most valuable things you can get. Every mistake you make, every wrong turn you take, is an opportunity to get clearer on what will work. Failure teaches you what not to do and pushes you to think differently, to find new solutions. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn, and the more prepared you become for success. Let me tell you this, you will never succeed without failing. It's that simple. So stop fearing it. Stop avoiding it. Start using it. Resilience is the true measure of success. It's not about how many times you succeed. It's about how many times you get knocked down and still get back up. Life will challenge you. Things will not always go as planned. But if you can bounce back, if you can find the strength to keep going when it feels impossible, that's where real success is born. Resilience is about perseverance. It's about grit. It's about knowing that no matter how tough it gets, you are tougher. And every time you pick yourself up, you build more of it. Every setback you overcome is one step closer to achieving your dreams. Think of setbacks like bumps in the road. No one likes them, they're uncomfortable, they make you stumble, but you can't stop, you can't sit there forever. The road keeps moving and so must you. If you stop, you stay stuck. If you keep going even slowly, you'll eventually get past it, and when you do, you'll realize that the bumps were never obstacles, they were stepping stones that helped you grow. Setbacks don't define you. Your ability to keep moving forward even when the going gets tough defines you. So when life throws you a curveball, remember it's just a bump in the road. Keep going. And here's an actionable tip. If you miss a day, don't give up. Tomorrow is a new day. Don't let one bad day or one failed attempt stop you. It's easy to think that because you messed up once, it's over, but that's not true. You can always get back on track. The key is to take it one day at a time. If you miss your workout, if you skip your task, don't quit. Don't let that one moment dictate the rest of your journey. Tomorrow, start fresh. Get back on track. Just keep moving forward step by step. So the next time you face a setback, ask yourself, what will I do now? Will I let this define me, or will I use it to fuel my growth? You have the power to turn every challenge into an opportunity, and that power lies in how you respond. Keep moving forward. Don't let setbacks stop you. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing that you're capable of more than you think. Resilience is what will take you to the finish line. Have you ever felt like your actions don't matter? Like the change you're working so hard for is only affecting you and no one else seems to notice? Let me tell you something. What you do, no matter how small, has a ripple effect that can spread far beyond what you see today. When you commit to changing yourself, you are not just transforming your life, you are laying the foundation for transformation in the lives of those around you. The power of change is deeper than just a personal victory. It's contagious. And when you begin your journey of growth, you're not just improving your own world, you're affecting everyone you touch. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how a small change over just 30 days can start a chain reaction that impacts your health, relationships, and career. Get ready, because this could be the push you need to take your first step into a new and more impactful version of yourself. What if the change you create in 30 days doesn't just change you, but everyone around you? It's easy to think of personal growth as something that's just for you. Maybe it's a new habit, a fitness goal, or a shift in mindset. You work on it in isolation, believing it's something you do quietly and privately. But here's the truth, the transformation you experience ripples outward. When you get better, those closest to you will feel it. When you change your energy, your attitude, and your behavior, you unknowingly influence others to do the same. Your positivity, your determination, your new outlook, those things will spread to your family, your friends, your colleagues. It's like throwing a stone in a pond. The wave doesn't just hit one part of the water, it travels, reaching places you never imagined. Every single change you make, even the smallest one, leads to multiple transformations in your life. Imagine this. You start by committing to a 30-day challenge. Maybe it's waking up earlier to work on your goals, eating healthier, or reading a self-help book each day. At first, it feels like a small shift, something just for you. But here's what happens next. You wake up feeling more energized, and that boosts your productivity at work. You start making better decisions, and suddenly your career feels more on track. You get healthier, and that improves your mood and your self-esteem. As you begin to change, other areas of your life start to transform too. You become more present with your family, you build stronger relationships, your mindset improves, and you find more joy in everyday moments. It's not just one change, it's a series of domino effects that flow into every part of your life. The ripple effect of personal growth is more powerful than you think. When you commit to improving yourself, you don't just affect your own life, you inspire others to do the same. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. How many times have you seen someone make a small change and it inspired you? Maybe a friend started a new workout routine and you decided to join them. Maybe you saw a colleague speak up more in meetings and it gave you the confidence to do the same. That's the ripple effect at work. Personal growth is contagious. The better you get, the more it influences those around you. Take a look at how self-improvement led to better health, relationships, and career for someone you might know. Imagine a person who starts with small daily improvements. They decide to eat better, move their body, and invest in their mental health. At first, it's a challenge, but then they start feeling better. They're more energized, more confident, and more present. This shift doesn't just change them, it changes the way they interact with others. Their family notices, their friends take note, and suddenly the people around them are inspired to make their own changes. That's how self-improvement can lead to stronger relationships and even new career opportunities. When you show up as your best self, you open doors not just for yourself, but for the people you care about. So here's an actionable tip for you. Visualize how your growth could impact those around you. Take a moment right now to picture how your improvement, whether it's in your health, career, or personal life, could inspire your friends, family, and colleagues. Think about how your transformation could spark change in the people you interact with every day. When you see the bigger picture of how your growth can affect others, you'll find even more motivation to keep going. Every small change you make, no matter how personal, is creating a wave that could ripple into someone else's life. And that's powerful. You don't just change your life when you commit to growth, you change the lives of those around you. You set an example, you become a source of inspiration. And that, my friends, is the true power of personal growth. So take that first step, even if it's small. Start your 30-day challenge. Commit to something new, because when you change, the world around you changes too. You've made it this far, you've put in the work, you've committed to the challenge, and you've seen growth. But now, as you approach the final stretch, it's easy to feel the temptation to slow down, to take your foot off the gas. Let me tell you something. This is the moment that defines you. This is the point where you either finish strong or leave the job unfinished. And trust me, you don't want to leave anything unfinished. What's stopping you from pushing through? What's stopping you from crossing that finish line with pride? I'm here to tell you that the hardest part is often the last stretch, but it's also the most rewarding. This is your time to prove to yourself just how strong you truly are. And when you finish, when you complete this 30-day challenge, that's when you'll cement the growth you've worked so hard for. Picture this, you've made it to the end of the 30 days. Now imagine how incredible it will feel. Close your eyes for a second and visualize the success, the sense of accomplishment. Visualize the pride you'll feel when you realize that you not only stuck it out, but you came through on the other side, stronger, wiser, and better. Visualization isn't just a motivational tool, it's a real way to stay focused and keep going. The power of visualizing your success at the end of this journey can fuel you in those tough moments when you feel like quitting. Keep that image in your mind, let it push you forward, and use it to remind yourself of the reason you started. The finish line is closer than you think. But here's the thing, the last step is the most important. You've worked hard for the last 29 days, but how you finish will make all the difference. Finishing strong is what cements your growth. It's what turns the habits you've built into lasting changes. When you finish this challenge with everything you've got, you set yourself up for more success in the future. It's not just about checking a box, it's about proving to yourself that you can follow through, no matter how tough it gets. You've shown up every day, you've pushed through obstacles. Now show yourself that you can finish strong. Here's an actionable tip for you. Write a letter to yourself today. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, your motivations. Talk about how you're going to finish strong. Talk about how proud you'll be of yourself when you succeed. And when you finish your 30-day challenge, open that letter. Read it and let it remind you of everything you've accomplished. That letter will be a tangible reminder of your dedication and your commitment to your own growth. It will serve as proof of what you can do when you set your mind to something. Finish strong. You've got this. Right now, this very moment is where your journey starts. All the lessons, all the growth, all the changes you've been dreaming of, they begin today. The magic of transformation isn't some distant dream or a far-off goal. It's here, waiting for you to take the first step. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or some grand opportunity to fall into your lap. The time is now. What you choose to do today will set the foundation for everything that comes next. Imagine the person you'll become in just 30 days. Picture the strength, the growth, and the confidence that will show up in your life. It starts with a single decision, and that decision is yours. You have the potential to unlock greatness within you. It's been there all along. The only thing standing between you and your full potential is action. The action you take today, the action you take tomorrow, and every single day after that. 30 days, just 1 month. You can do anything in a month. You can change habits, shift your mindset, and build the foundation for success. But it all starts with your commitment to the challenge. Your commitment to showing up for yourself, day after day, no matter how tough it gets. You're not waiting for change anymore, you're creating it. I'm asking you to make a choice to start now, to dive in no matter how uncertain or intimidating it might feel, because the truth is, you're stronger than you think. You have everything inside of you to succeed, to make it through the hard days, and to come out the other side transformed. The next 30 days will challenge you, but they will also change you. They will push you, test you, and stretch you beyond what you thought was possible. And at the end of those 30 days, you will look back and realize that you've unlocked something incredible, your own potential. So here's what I want you to do. Commit to the challenge. Don't wait for some perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Your moment is now. Your transformation is waiting, and it begins the second you decide to take action. The next 30 days will reveal a version of you that you never knew existed, a stronger, wiser, and more confident you. This is your moment, don't let it slip away. The magic of transformation begins today. Let it unfold over the next 30 days. You're ready, take the first step, and never look back.